Hello, welcome to the gaming podcast. Tonight, it's about the gaming world and cyberpunk because at this point, yeah. But before anything, Mr. Darkwave. Darkwave?
Yes.
I have a question for you. All right. As you notice, I did no introductions this time because this is just a quick. Oh, you're back! I didn't notice. Yes. Now, I'm gonna text you something. Don't look at the text. Don't look at the.
Sure.
Jesus, what is wrong with you? Now,
I like to go to bed.
Okay, thanks. All right. Now,
you're welcome,
guys. Apparently, the creator of cyberpunk was called a white supremacist. Now, you would think that the guy is some messed up looking individual. Spirit, would you look at that text message I sent you? Do you see that person?
Yes.
Does he look like a white supremacist?
He could be, but no.
Okay. And that is because you can go now. I don't care about you right now.
Oh, gee, thanks. You only just fucking use me.
Yes, thank you. Get out of here. Anywho, apparently, Mike Pondsmith is a black man, and he's been called a white supremacist. Yes, the gaming media called that guy, the guy that looks like a fucking fatter Don King, a white supremacist, because that makes sense. Yep.
It does.
Yeah, it does. Apparently, he's a white supremacist. Oh shit! But let's dice this steak open, bro. Oh, I can see why Alexa is messing up here. Because I said let's okay. Now, no
Alexa.
Yeah, no joke. Have you gotten Cyberpunk, sir?
Yeah.
How has your experience with Cyberpunk been?
Are we going to include the bugs or no bugs?
With the bugs.
Relatively fine. The only real concern with the game is the crashing.
Yeah, for me, it's been crashing and there's been a fuck ton of bugs during my playthrough for some reason. And I put it on the
bugs
PlayStation
don't
5.
bother me. Because I played Skyrim.
Yeah.
I've had no game breaking. The only real, I guess, game breaking bug I had when a quest wouldn't work because one of the dudes wouldn't follow me. But outside of that, it's been fine. Like, I played Skyrim. The bugs aren't the concerning part. It's the fucking crashes. To me, that's just my experience. Like, I haven't had anything that's like, oh my god, why is this like this? It's literally just that the 6 crashes that I've had of the game. That's kind of pissed me off.
I've had 15 so far. I've had 15 crashes, and it is like every time it crashes, I go play Yakuza Like a Dragon because I could be in the middle of streaming and it goes, nope, you're not playing this game. Fuck you. And it's real bad, you know. But so far, I don't know if you've noticed so what's been happening as a result of Cyberpunk coming out with all the bugs. I've had a game-breaking bug or two, by the way. Like my car, like I literally drove my car 3 feet, and like I couldn't even explain what happened. Let's say I tried to get out my car and I'm falling like 500 feet, and I land and die. So that happened to me twice.
I mean, I had something while I was walking out and I killed over and just died. But I mean, it's not even the bugs that, like I said, it's not the bugs that got. I mean, I played Skyrim.
I mean, we've all played Skyrim.
I'm talking about Skyrim at launch on not PS, on 360. So I mean, bugs are not my biggest concern with Cyberpunk. Because outside the bugs, the game is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
If you take out the crashing, which is my biggest concern, the game is pretty fucking fantastic.
Yeah,
there's no way this game wasn't gonna. Like, the thing about this is people keep saying the game shouldn't have bugs or whatever. I'm like, it's impossible. This game is a very busy game. There's no way it wouldn't have crashed. You know, people try to bring up Red Dead Redemption or Ghost of Tsushima, and I'm like, Ghost of Tsushima, as great as that game is, the rightful game of the year, if you compare that to Cyberpunk in terms of what is going on in the world, it's completely night and day. Same thing with Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption is empty as fucking hell in the most of the world, except for the cities. There's nothing going on that's like constant. You know, Cyberpunk has shit constantly going on all the time.
Yeah, but
so it's one of those things where it's like you can't.
Go ahead, finish. I'm sorry.
It's multiple shit going on. So there's bugs that are going to happen in a game like this, even if they're minor. Like,
some of the bugs, I'm not gonna lie to you, are fucking annoying. I don't know, cause I posted the I just posted what am I trying to say? I just posted a video inside of the memes and joint in the Discord, and that one, you know, that's just some of the bugs people are having, like with shit's just happening.
That's the thing, though. It's hard because everyone's bugs are different.
Yeah, everyone has different bugs.
Like, it's a hard thing to say. That's why when people ask me about Cyberpunk, it's hard for me to really gauge what they want me to say, because the game isn't bad. Like,
oh yeah, story-wise, I like it.
The game is a great RPG. You know, RPG, great character building and all that shit. Great.
Yeah.
The problem is, because of the different experiences people are having due to the game bugs, people are having thoughts. And it's like, well, if you don't have many game-breaking bugs, then what can one say about it? You know, what can I say? You know, that's why I try not to look at it from the perspective of the bugs, because, for example, you had a game-breaking bug with your car. I had a bug where I was just walking and I instantly just died. You know,
yeah, I had a joint where I flew, like I just flew, and there's that joint with the window. Of course, you know that joint that happens.
I don't know. I haven't had it. Like I said, the biggest thing that I've had, legitimately, the biggest thing I've had is crashing. That's absolutely the biggest problem I've had with that game. Period. Not crashing. I mean, not like game crash. Like I said, outside that first mission loop thing problem I had with the game. Outside of that, I've had no bugs as far as like game breaking. Like, nothing I haven't seen in fucking Skyrim, basically.
Yeah, that makes sense.
For me. So, and I've had some fucking shit bugs in Skyrim. So, I mean, but nothing that's like, oh my god, I can't touch this game. It's so bad. Let me stop playing. Like, if I stop playing Cyberpunk for any reason, it's because I'm tired of the game crashing on me. And I'm just like, fuck it.
Yeah, at that point, like, literally for me, it crashed. It's on Crash 15 for me. So, like I said, every time I'm playing it and it crashes, I literally take the disc out and I go play Yakuza, because at this point for me, it's unacceptable. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel like they should have delayed the game a little bit more for some of those bugs. Again, I posted a video. I posted the video. Like, it's getting bad that a lot of people literally said that the Xbox One and PS4 version or on a PS4 is unplayable, and like, you know, it's bad when CD Projekt Red stock is plummeting, and they're apologizing. You know, not only are they apologizing, and people are getting refunds. Yes, there are dickheads trying to get refunds for, you know, everything, but There are the actual legit people who are like, yo, dog, I'm done.
I'll say this.
Uh-huh.
It shouldn't have been delayed. Not at all. It should have been fucking canceled for last gen consoles altogether.
Yes! Yes, that's what people are saying.
The moment, here's the thing. When did they show this game? What, 2012? 2013?
Let me go see what that Bullet trailer came out, because that's like my favorite trailer of all time.
Whenever they very first showed this game, whatever year it was, okay. If you want to announce it for PS4 and Xbox One, fine. I think it was 2012 or something like that, okay? As time goes on, you develop this game, you're realizing how ambitious, how massive you're making this world, how busy you're making this world, right?
Yeah.
Once it hit 20... Once you knew about PS5 and Xbox, and plus, when you realized that your lead development console was PC all along.
Yeah. Like
it should have been at a point where common sense should have hit. Yeah, we can't make this for PS4. It's just not gonna work.
Yeah.
I don't care what console. It could be PS4 Pro or Xbox One X. It's not gonna work. And it should have been canceled immediately. It should never have been on PS4 and Xbox at all.
And that was 7 years ago, Chief, by the way.
7 years ago. Yeah, 7 years ago it was fine. It's just 2020. In 2018, it should have been fucking... They should have scrapped the PS... Like, this is the problem with people.
Yeah.
This has happened before. It's a game called Crisis.
Oh, yeah.
Think of every time when you saw Crisis or when you saw this, or even the first Far Cry for all that matter. Every time you saw these games, they were done on what console? Every presentation, it was always on PC. The maximum PC.
Yeah.
Not like a low tier, mid tier. Maximum. The highest you can possibly get.
Yeah.
Especially with Cyberpunk. There was no PlayStation coverage, no Xbox gameplay. I think they made the Xbox maybe one. But mainly PC coverage. It should have been red flags all around it. Now I understand you'll have the clowns in the community that say, oh well, they promised for PS4 and not everyone has a PS5 or a Xbox Series X, and honestly I understand that. I do. This console release has been absolute shit. I understand that. Not everyone has a PS5 or Xbox Series X. I understand it. But if I'm CD Projekt Red, what would I rather deal with? People complaining that we canceled it for last gen because we knew it couldn't run on last gen at all. Or release it on last gen, face all this problem, have it pulled from every fucking store and on demand, and have to get refunds for your game.
Yeah.
The only people not giving it up are the PC players, and those actually probably playing it on PS5 or Series X. I mean, there was red flags all over.
There were. And especially looking at one of the keynotes, and I was like, oh no. This can't run on the old joints that very well. Now, if they said, like, that would have been extra hilarious. They was like, it's going to be on PS3 as well. I'd be like, I don't even know what to say.
It's just, there's times when you have to move on. And we've seen companies move on from the last gen before when the game gets delayed. Yep. Cyberpunk has been delayed for so long. They should have known. PS4, once they realized how ambitious they were getting. When they probably released it, probably wasn't as ambitious. Once they realized how ambitious it was going to be, they should have immediately canceled this game for last gen. The Witcher barely handled last gen. Barely.
I know that.
And this is more... I think The Witcher is a longer game and bigger game as far as time and scope, but this game is probably bigger as far as what is happening at the same time in the world. As far as billboards running, NPCs doing this, events happening in the city all at one time. There's much more going on than possibly in The Witcher in terms of that scale.
Yeah.
So, what makes you think these last-gen consoles were going to handle this at all? They should have just canceled. It shouldn't have been delayed. It should have just been outright canceled for last gen. And I don't know if I said this to the podcast or not, but I said the reason why they're canceling is for last gen limitations. They're trying to, even though they say they neglect last gen, but most of that reason is probably because last gen probably wasn't even running as good as it is, or as much as it has been running. I ain't gonna say good because it's not running good, but as well as it has been, I guess you could say. So, I mean, at the end of the day, what can you do? It should have just been outright canceled, in my eyes. Yeah. For last gen.
And then,
because now you're waiting for the current gen versions to come out whenever that may be. But now because of this version being fucked, guess what happens? Those versions get pushed back because they gotta fix the versions too. They can't just let this go. They cannot just not fix the PS4 and Xbox version. They have to fix the PS4 and Xbox version now to work on not the Pro, not the One X or S, but the base model of those systems. So now, those who have a PS5 and the Xbox One series and all that, wanting that, that shit, now we have to wait.
That is true.
We have to wait now even longer than ever before. Because they have to fix something that should have never been on these consoles to begin.
Yeah, and for me, the sad part is, while for the regular base model for PS4 and the regular base model for Xbox One, is like some of those crashes and bugs, bro, I've seen are so horrific that literally people are getting literal refunds, and Xbox and Sony aren't even complaining. It's so bad that Sony removed Cyberpunk from the PlayStation Store and offers full refunds. And you can't even buy the game right now.
And rightfully so.
Which is
rightfully so. I mean, I've seen some of the bugs that the performance. You don't even have to say bugs, just performance of what the base models of these consoles are doing, and it's unplayable. For certain people, it's unplayable. Like I said, not everyone's experiencing all the same bugs, obviously. But from the things you see, the majority of what you see, the shit is unplayable, no matter how you look at it. So, on base PlayStation, unplayable. So, yeah, it should be removed from the store because it's unplayable. Then it's unplayable.
Yeah, it's unplayable.
If the base models can't handle it, then that's unacceptable. Because unfortunately, the Pro and the series in the One X and S can handle it to a certain extent, not as well as PS5 or PC. But it's just if those systems can handle it. I got thrown off because I was rating, but the Pro and the One S and X can handle it not as well. But you have to make it compatible for all the consoles, not just the one. Not just the ones that matter, I should say.
Huh.
So.
Hey yo. Yeah. So I'm looking at stuff. A lot of people, or at this point, CD Projekt Red, literally has been losing a lot of their reputation. They lost a lot of stock because of this, and right now people are getting mad. And the thing that's kind of blowing me a little bit is people are getting more mad at CD Projekt Red because GOG is canceling a game called Devotion that has nothing to do with CD Projekt Red. I don't get it. What the fuck? I'm not even gonna continue this nonsense. But yeah, it's literally getting bad for gamers when, like I said, one of the most beloved people in the goddamn world. It's looking bad. Oh shit! CD Projekt Red owns GOG. That makes sense. I'm sorry. That makes more sense. That's why people are.
The game got canceled. I mean, shit gets canceled all the fucking time.
Yeah, it got canceled from
Is should CD Projekt Red get a bad rep for a buggy game? No.
Oh, bad rep? No. Bad. I mean, like it truly deserved to get kind of lambasted over the coals for this. Yeah, because people expect better.
Let me put it like this, all right?
Yeah.
The only reason I will put them a little bit more, I guess, lower than Bethesda is because at least Bethesda games, as buggy as these games are, they're at least playable on the console.
Not Skyrim when it came out. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
Well, I mean, I was playing it fine on 360. I don't know about PS3.
Oh, PS3 was just shit.
It
was a shit. It was a.
Of course.
It was a shit show, bro.
But basically, my thing is this. All right, if you can sit here and play over 700 hours of Skyrim and 500 hours of Fallout,
yeah,
you can deal with Cyberpunk 2077. Maybe not on base consoles because I don't know why you're playing on a base, whatever.
Yeah.
But honestly, and I mean it so hardly, like, and this is me being honest. This is not me, being biased. I'm being honest because it's Skyrim and Fallout. Legit, has so many fucking bugs. It is absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, but you gotta know after Fallout 76, these motherfuckers lost their goodwill too. I don't think
they lost their goodwill, but how many people? But how many people will buy Elder Scrolls 6 when it comes out?
A lot of people aren't. If they use the old engine, a lot of people aren't going to buy it. I can tell you that right now.
Well, I mean, they better upgrade since 2020. But I'm talking about in general, just by retrospect. How many people are excited for Elder Scrolls 6? Quite a few people, because people love the shit out of Skyrim. Look how many people has bought Skyrim in the last 10 years.
You mean
constantly on every console?
Yeah, I'm about to say Skyrim has been on every fucking console that I've ever.
It's as bad as Resident Evil 4 at this point.
Worse.
It's just
worse.
Well, no. Resident 4 is worse, sir. Resident 4 is worse. You forget. It goes back 2 gens.
Holy shit. Wait.
You forget that. Resident Evil 4 came out on the GameCube, sir.
Resident Evil came out on GameCube, but what consoles has it been on besides...
Every console.
Even a regular Xbox?
It's been on every console.
Even a regular Xbox?
Did it go on regular Xbox? I don't know if it went on regular Xbox. It might have. Did it go on regular Xbox?
Hold up.
I don't think it did. It basically went on every console but regular Xbox. Every console. And if it did hit regular Xbox, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yo, it is on PC, PS3, Xbox 360, PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch for Elder Scrolls and Resident Evil 4.
Everything except for base Xbox.
Jesus!
Oh, there's no Wii U version. But
hey, hold up a second. Hold up a second. I gotta pause real quick. Yeah, what were we saying now? Yo, Resident Evil 4 has been on GameCube, PS2, Windows, Wii, iOS, Zeebo. What the fuck is Zeebo?
I don't fucking.
PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Android, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch.
I told you. It's as bad as it's almost as bad. Resident Evil 4 is the biggest horror in all the games. But the fact is, man, listen. As much CD Projekt Red should be held accountable. The one thing they should be held accountable for is technically, in many ways, neglecting the last gen.
Yeah.
But also, more important than that, not making the call and not having the balls to cancel it for last year. It should have been absolutely canceled for last year. It shouldn't even been out. This should have been a game made for PS5 and Xbox One X and PC day one.
Yeah, and then they made the last gen versions a little later.
If you wanted to do that, maybe. But right now, I wouldn't have made it like it just does. That's like playing Demons. I mean, Demon's Souls could work on PS4. There's nothing really going on. But that's like, when you make a game specifically for a console, for whatever reason, it could be the graphics, the frame rate, whatever. You don't go backwards. You have to move forward. It's fine if people don't. If the PS4 owners don't get to play Cyberpunk, it wasn't meant for them anyway. You never showed it on the PS4 in any development, any conference. Always PC. Yeah, it should have been canceled. But should people be like, "Oh, CD Projekt Red can't develop a game"? No. It has bugs.
The Witcher.
What doesn't?
Yeah, The Witcher was not as buggy, but it's because of their record with.
It was rough on consoles as well.
It was rough on certain. Yeah, it was rough, but then they patched it quick. So when I say CD Projekt Red, I don't think CD Projekt Red should be getting like some people are fucking destroying CD Projekt Red for this. I'm like,
because they're not gamers.
Yeah, they were good. They were a good company that had one fuck up. Now, I'm gonna be honest. Yes, they deserve some of the things, but they don't deserve to get we don't trust them type of shit. No. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love The Witcher.
The game
Witcher
is
3.
The game. Listen.
No. Besides that, again, you even said there was a lot of people that are experiencing game breaking bugs. Again, I've experienced 3 of them now, and the crack game crashed on me 12 times. And PC players are getting a different kind of hell that is glitches. Not gonna lie to you. Some people, again, for me, a game that glitches constantly is annoying. And yes, I like the story. I'm not gonna lie to you. Keanu Reeves did a fantastic job in terms of gameplay and everything else. I'm like, yo, I can do without the glitches because obviously, that's fucking agitating to me. Like a lot of people, like my only problem, like I said, my only problem is the people that fucking are going, yo, cancel CD Projekt Red. And I'm like, no, they're not an EA or an Ubisoft. They're CD Projekt Red. They have a good track record. It's just one little bad fuck up, and they're fixing it. But I guarantee you by January, like 28th or 29th, it's going to be a better game. I guarantee it. It's just right now, it's obviously a fuck up.
Well, they already had 2 patches announced for January and February. 2 major patches. This is a patch apparently today for. I don't know what the fuck was. Probably patching my shit.
Yeah.
But listen. The game, the actual game, isn't bad. Like the game, the core. If there was no bugs, I'm talking about just the natural.
If there was no bugs, the game would be better. It's just they could use better mission design. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, the game is just busy. It's a very busy game.
Yeah.
But it's a great game. It's not a shit game. It's not like, oh, they made a bad.
Yeah, it's not Ride the Hell Retribution that some people are making it seem. It's literally just a glitchy. It's a good glitchy game. It's like I said. At this point, it's like for me, I like Skyrim, but it bores me to tears until I see a glitch happen, and that's when I get excited for Skyrim. Like again, when I first played the game and they patched the dragons flying backwards, and that shit was so fucking funny to me. But realistically, I don't like. I'm gonna have to agree with Galactic half the time. Galactic does not like Bethesda games. Bethesda made games. He likes the Bethesda published games more than he likes Bethesda made. And I'm not gonna lie to myself. I do enjoy. I enjoy Bethesda published games more than I enjoy Bethesda made. Granted, I do like Fallout 4. I don't like it as much as I like New Vegas. I like Fallouts, but like it's literally terrible at this point with the glitches. That's why Fallout 76 got no goddamn fucking breaks. And at this point, Elder Scrolls Blades, like Bethesda fucked their whole reputation up with 2 games and 2 ideas, and then kept making it worse. What I want people to see is CD Projekt Red is not making it worse. They're trying to make it better. They're making it better slow, and I guarantee you, yes, this is a fuck up. And I'm not gonna be like, well, fuck you, CD Projekt Red. I'm not buying your game ever again. No. Don't get that shit twisted. All this does is just gonna be like, all right, CD Projekt Red.
This is just a lesson to CD Projekt Red. Yeah. Know the limitations of past-gen consoles.
Thank you. Know your limitations.
Pay more attention.
And from this point forward, don't have a release date until it's definitive, a definitive release date. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if I'm waiting 2 years. Like, fuck that. Just Take your time with your goddamn game. Don't crunch. Don't do anything. And even then, the crunch wasn't even crunch. It was It was overtime. It was optional overtime, and people kept OCing that. But it's whatever on that. But at the end of the day, hold up. The fuck, my headphones. There we go. At the end of the day, this should be a lesson to them, and for me, it's a lesson in. And I'm not fucking kidding you. I'm probably gonna take a break from buying games day one now. I'm gonna take a quick break from that, because buying games day one for me is now officially with me ended up going, come on.
I haven't really had any bad problems buying games day one.
For me, I have Avengers is one of them. Let's just put it like that.
Well, see, you're an idiot for buying Avengers. I'm sorry, but you're an idiot.
Watch Dogs Legions is another for me. I shouldn't have bought it.
I have Watch Dogs Legions. I got it for free from a birthday gift. It's not bad.
It's not bad. It's just I don't know what to say. If I was to rate it, it'd be a 7. It's not going to be. It's better.
I don't know if I want to say boring.
I want to
say. Or if I want to say it's good.
I want to say a mixture of boring and good. Like after a while, I got a little bit bored. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you. I got bored. The game is good, and I like it better than the second and first one. It's just after a while, and you get into the rhythm of the game. Literally, if you're playing the game and you're not using the spider bot, you're kind of dumb. You're a complete idiot, to put it in your words, if you're not using the spider bot for every goddamn mission. You can stand out the base, use the spider bot, do what you need to do, roll the fuck out. You beat the game. No, so after like the 4th mission when I use the spider bot in a row, I literally cut the game off and say, yeah, I'm going to take a break from this game. Until they add the season pass content, which I am super hyped for. So we'll see what.
I would love to see what the co-op stuff is on that game, but.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, it's gonna be good too. I hope. Kind of like Ghost of Tsushima's multiplayer. You know how that came out and that was fire. By the way, Ghost of Tsushima is adding a bunch of characters for their multiplayer. Not characters, but like costumes from other characters from PlayStation IPs for their characters, and I can't wait. That's gonna be fun. Ooh, why do I have? But yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, Avengers is a regretful purchase that I purchased. And what else can I see from my whole collection room here? What else is there? Actually, I can't see anything from right here. Oh wow, I don't have regret. I don't have too many regrets. I have, other regret. Oh, Temtem. I'm not gonna let you. You see Temtem?
I mean, I've seen it, but I don't care about it.
Yeah, I kind of got that day one. I don't know about that game yet. That game has issues.
It's again. You're buying these games day one without doing your research, sir. The Davis has been out for that game multiple times. There are plenty of news for that game.
Yeah,
do your research, sir. Listen. There's some games, yeah. If you're generally hyped for it, if you are hyped for it, it looks great to you. Right, but Temtem is a Pokemon wannabe. Any game that is a Pokemon ripoff, I'm doing research because if I want to play Pokemon, I'll just play Pokemon. You, as a Pokemon game, has to really fucking, really change the way or be fucking fantastic for me to consider even buying it.
Yeah.
So, you gotta do your research more, sir. Because Temtem, yeah. Well, let's see what since the patch came out, hotfix for Xbox, PlayStation, of Cyberpunk 1.5. Jackie will no longer disappear in a pickup or a heist. Good. Fix an issue preventing players from landing the helicopter in love like fire. Good. Pick the issue with Tuckmore not calling it. Play it safe. It will no longer trigger the same dialogue twice.
Oh, thank God.
So they fixed a bunch of issues.
Yep. And the funny thing is, Predator is another game I regret. I should not have bought that. I should not have bought that game.
You really need to start doing your research, sir. It is one of those 4v1 games, sir. This is why I tell you. This is like I tell y'all about loot games. Gaming now is actually far easier now to depict on how a game is slightly going to be, just based off all the garbage we've had. 4v1 games, honestly, are not that good. They're good for maybe the initial, maybe 4 or 5 games. You know, maybe a day or two of playing it, and then after that, it's boring. It's just, it's the same shit that you've played multiple times. You know, it's whatever.
Yeah.
Same thing with loot games. Now, Outriders, I sent the video in your text. I don't know if you watched it.
Yeah, I watched it.
It looks good.
Yeah.
And from what I'm hearing, not live service, focused on story. Everything I'm hearing sounds good. Just because it sounds good does not mean it's going to be good. Now, will I pick up Outriders day one? It depends. But it's just like Anthem. It's just like Avengers. I don't have Avengers, but it's like any loot game. My expectations, whether I buy it day 1 or buy it day 21, they're low as fuck. Because most loot games have been garbage upon release, until they get some patch that randomly makes it better as time goes on. And they use that patch that made it better to basically secure the second version so they can try to win over the fan base.
Yeah.
Pokemon ripoffs, I mean, how many have we seen? If I want to play Pokemon, I'll play the actual Pokemon. Unless that game, unless the wannabe game is like really innovative or really cool or really, bring something different, or the graphics or something, whatever the case may be. Or it's giving me something that I wish Pokemon would. It has to be something like that. But these games are so easy to predict. Avengers, fuck no, I would have bought. Playing the beta alone told me not to buy that game. That game was garbage, and that's another game I feel is not optimized for current last gen consoles. That game run like shit on last gen consoles.
And loaded super slow.
Exactly. You think I'll buy? And the moment I play that beta, I'm not buying this. And if I do buy it ever, it'll be once it's patched up to shit, and it'll be on the PS5. I'm not buying that shit in a state. After the damn mind. Godfall. I watched Fighting Coward play that, and within 1 hour of watching him play, I say, yeah, this is a $30 game. It's not worth paying $70 for that.
Yeah.
The moment I couldn't pick, the moment they showed me 12 suits and I couldn't pick whatever suit I wanted to start off with, failed. Done. I'd rather play Warframe at that point.
Yeah. I got the Valkyrie unlocked in Warframe. Took me a while, but yeah, I actually do feel like going back and playing that game. I'm not gonna lie to you. What? Warframe sometimes.
I mean, I could help you, but Warframe is good. It's just I played over 1,000 hours from the time it launched on PS4, and now it's just like I just don't care.
Yeah.
Like the open world stuff is fine, but it's so boring to do. Like it's not fun. Like the grinding, that's the problem with Warframe now, is that the grinding that you have to do is just not fun anymore. Grinding is never really fun, but now it's just like when grinding feels more of a chore than like actually me at least enjoying the game.
Yeah.
I stopped. I haven't farmed a Warframe in months. Any Warframe that come out, I just buy it now. I don't farm them anymore. I like, fighting the bosses. At least was fun fighting bosses over. You fighting the boss. It's great.
Yeah.
Now you're doing the quests are good too. Some of the quests they're good. Like the main quest.
Yeah. But
you get the Warframe, then you look at the parts or the shit you need. It's like, well, fuck. Yeah, I go in the open world. And that open world shit is fucking garbage. It's boring. It's just it's empty and boring, and I'm like, I just don't care to do this. I'm spending all this time doing this, and I'm bored to tears. I feel like a chore, and I just stopped really farming unless it's like something basic. I don't farm for it anymore. I've been there 1,000 hours. I'm done. And Warframe still hasn't given me a reason to even care about certain weapons, because unless you're like a YouTuber or a streamer, you're not going into survival for over 2 hours. Who cares? You're going to do your first initial 20-minute run to get all the tiers of loot, and if you get what you want, great. You don't get what you want, goodbye. You'll just refresh the mission because it's pointless going up to an hour dealing with that shit, dealing with the high level enemy for all that time. Like, point. The rewards don't get better, so why do it? But that's worth it. But yeah, Godfall. The moment I saw I couldn't pick the outfit that I wanted at first, the suit, I was done. Like, I didn't even, it wasn't even the gameplay that really killed it. It was just that right there. Just that right there, and watching someone do that shit just said, nope, done. So.
You know what else that I actually fucking... Hold up. You know what other game that I was super disappointed in? Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm.
Resident Evil 3.
Which one?
3.
Well, we discussed this on this.
Yeah.
And what?
What's the name of the dumb multiplayer version of the game?
Oh, Resident Evil Resistance or whatever?
Yeah.
Resident Evil, I mean, listen, there's nothing wrong with buying games. Like, if you, Resident Evil, if you're a fan of Resident Evil games, that's day one buy. The researching is not really that important to do. Now, on one hand, I know why you buy games day one, so you can get a review out as quick as you can.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't deter certain, for that reason, you can't really say that's stopping you from buying games day one because you're doing it to get reviews out there or whatever. But as far as like legitimate, if you were looking past that, buying Resident Evil 3 day one isn't really a bad thing. You're a Resident Evil fan. The game wasn't bad, but it was just a rush job. It was disappointing because they rushed the game. It should have came out probably next year. And so this year I think it came out, it was this year. So it should have came out last year, but it wasn't a bad game. It was just disappointing. Buying it day one wouldn't have changed that. Not buying it day one wouldn't have changed that. You still would be playing it.
Yeah.
At this point, when it comes to day one buys, if the game if I'm hyped for a game and I've been following a game, I'll buy day one. If it sucks or disappoints me, that's what it is. But I'm hyped. If it's a game like Godfall or something like that, if I don't know much about the game coming in, or I don't see first impression videos, I might wait. And that also depends how many friends want to get it. If I know a lot of friends are picking up a game, generally I'll pick it up because usually if the game is average, the co-op makes it somewhat more, I guess, tolerable. So, I would probably buy something then, but I know what to expect from Happy. In most games, you know what to expect. Yeah. It doesn't matter who makes it. It just comes down to a point of you know what to expect with an open world game. Now, is this open world game actually going to keep me, is the story of the game going to keep me invested in the open world? Is the thing that's happening in the world going to keep me invested in the open world? A lot of games, Days Gone, doesn't do it for me. That open world is so fucking dull and bland, and the story I couldn't give two fucks about.
You didn't like
the only thing about that game, no, not really. I bought it because I like Sam Witwer.
Yeah, me too.
I think he's fantastic.
Yeah.
I bought it mainly because of that. I played it, and it wasn't doing it for me. The open world, outside of hordes, that was it. Nothing else. Just the hordes, and that's all you already want to see is the hordes. You would just rail around until it spawns on you, and then you just get killed randomly.
Oh yeah,
because it spawned on you, and not.
Some of those was annoyingly stupid to kind of get past.
Yeah, like they will spawn legitimately on you, and you're like, well, fuck.
That happened to me at one time, and it spawned. I spawned it surrounded, and I was like, yeah, okay. I just hit the restart button. And that game was also at some points glitchy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, the game was glitchy. But it's like an open world game has to, because they've been done so much.
Yeah. That
just the thought of open world does not do it for me. You have to engage me. You have to have it to where your open world means something. Dynasty Warriors 9 open world meant nothing.
Why you? I knew that was going to come back. I knew that was going to come back, bro.
Days Gone. To me, the open world was just a plot point for the game. It honestly meant nothing. The game could have done without open world and have been the same.
Actually, would have been better, a little bit better, not open world, because it would have had a story.
Yeah, the open world is, open world. When an open world is, they talk about these big maps, but what's in the map? Nothing. It's a bore to me. It's not involving. The open world is not engaging. Like, you look at games like GTA, when the open world is engaging. Cyberpunk 2077, the open world is very engaging. It just feels alive. You feel like it doesn't feel like a chore traveling from point A to point B all the fucking time.
Yeah, until somebody
and you have easy fast travels. That too.
Yeah, that shit happened.
And you have good fast travels. But you have, Red Dead Redemption. The story was so good you didn't mind traversing on a horse to go to yonder somewhere because
part 1 or 2.
2.
Oh, part 2. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't like the travel in part 2 too much because I was literally bored because that game was so slow.
Well, the beginning of the game is very slow. I wouldn't put Red Dead Redemption in terms of like great open world because the open world in Red Dead Redemption 2 is very empty and it's almost just pointless to even traverse it. There are certain things out there, but it is better than something like Days Gone because at least the story. Because at that point, once you get into the game, when you start seeing certain characters, you're wondering, okay, what happens to this person for them to become this in Red Dead Redemption 1, because obviously 2 is a prequel. So it kind of engaged you to kind of go through that bullshit traveling, which was ridiculous on most occasions. But the story got to a point where you were just more interested to see how this will end, because you're wondering, okay, what happens with Marston, in Dutch, why does he need to do this in Red Dead Redemption 2 or 1? Why does he hate them in Red Dead Redemption 1? What happens to Arthur? Why is he not in Red Dead Redemption 1? All this other shit. So it kind of pushes you to tolerate the open world.
Oh yeah. Like you generally want to know what happened to Arthur and shit. And I was glad.
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild. It's a little different for Breath of the Wild for me.
Well, Breath of the Wild, the open world was meaningful. It meant something. You found shit. You had to kind of traverse because the way the game was set up. Your weapons had durability. You needed to constantly get weapons. How do you get weapons? You gotta fight enemies. Where are the enemies? In the open world.
Yeah.
Like, give me reason to actually care about the open world. Like, the open world itself, you can do one or two things. You can be busy like Cyberpunk, GTA, where it's just like random shit happening in the open world, so you tend to travel just to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Or you give me a reason to care, like Breath of the Wild did.
I'm not gonna lie. One game that I genuinely like as open world is Yakuza. I've always liked Yakuza open worlds because there's shit to do. It's not just open world, nothing. It's open world. The city is alive, and then you're fighting people all the time. And I'm like, oh yeah, there's also 1,000,000,001 mini games here. It's pretty cool. Like you get what I mean? Yakuza. I like that open world a little better. What else is there? But yeah, the main thing is, at this point, I'm gonna take a break from buying day one games and just fucking, like you said, wait. Again, Avengers is the biggest mistake I've bought in a full year's time. I'm glad I never bought. What was the name of that crappy game? The UPS simulator. I'm glad I gameflied that game. Hello, Darkwave? Hello? Tell me we didn't get disconnected. Darkwave? Yeah, we got disconnected.
Oh, so this is a fun little puzzle here.
Yeah, using another.
All right, I guess I'm gonna call it here because apparently we got disconnected.
Oh.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, couldn't hear you. What a brick.
Oh, what's the last thing you heard me say?
Nothing. Pretty much after
I
said
guess
Yakuza's
Discord did
open
its-
world. Yeah, Discord did its thing.
Oh, I guess Discord just randomly Discord. Well, what I was saying was just because Yakuza keeps you busy, and if a game can keep you busy, like, because let's face it, traveling from point A to point B is boring as shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a natural bore. But when a game gives you shit to do either on the way, or gives you a reason to care, or just makes it not you know, when it's things to do on the way to these long locations, or there's stuff just there to see, your brain will kind of tolerate the monotonous of the bullshit that is traveling. But there's a lot of games that just fail. You know, I'll use Dynasty Warriors 9 as a prime example. Dynasty Warriors 9 open world could have been impactful. It really could have been. If you think about it, you're in a war. you're in war where you're supposed to take over territories. Instead of taking over bases like in base Dynasty Warriors, you take over territories in the open world. The less you take, the more harder it is to get to base. Did they do that? No, it failed. And of course, they're doing Empire mode. I don't know why.
I have no idea how the Empire mode's gonna work.
They already say it's not open world.
Oh, they already said that?
It's not open world. But the problem is this: why would I buy this game? If the weapon system is not like it was in Dynasty Warriors 8, I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
So, no, it won't, because I'm not buying. Like, unless I look at that game.
I'm gameflying it. Don't get me wrong.
I wouldn't even gamefly. That's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. Like, if it's not open world, so you're basically just doing base Empires game with the environments of Dynasty Warriors 9 and a great character. From what it seems like to me, and I mean it so hard, everything I'm seeing in that game, the biggest advertisement is character creation. Okay, that's great. You have a total of how many weapons in that game? What, like 6?
Yeah.
6 legit weapons, and I'm not including DLC. So what, you have daggers, dual swords of Lu Xun, I think dual swords of Liu Bei, or whatever his name is. You don't have Tonfas anymore. At least not without DLC. You have that stupid ring, the fucking dual thing that Sun Ce was using. I think Shao still, no, not Shao. Sun Quan still has his, is it Sun Quan? Whoever has the ring sword, whatever his name is. I forgot the name. See, this is how bad I'm disenfranchised with it. You may still have the ring sword, maybe, from, it may be his brother Shun Quan. I don't know. Either way, I would say this. You can have a total of 10 actual weapons in that fucking game. That's not enough for me. I make tons of characters in Dynasty Warriors, and I make them use practically all different weapons. Why the fuck would I make a game where I'm only using basically like 10 weapons? Unless they include the DLC weapons in there, and even then at that point, are you going to actually rework the Mushus to actually fit? Are you going to use Dynasty Warrior 8 Mushus and convert them to Dynasty Warrior 9 graphics and tier level? If you do that, the game will be fine. Because it's not open world. Meaning, now I think an open world Empire game will be interesting. If you actually did it right. I'm not even going to get into it, because it's fucking ridiculous. Why is it even being made? Samurai Warriors 5 should have been made. It makes sense. PlayStation 5, Samurai Warriors 5.
I don't trust them. I'm sorry. I don't trust them. I don't trust that company no more. If they was to go Samurai Warriors 5 and you go see open world, it's gonna oh my god.
Well, I don't think they would have made that game open world. I think they've learned their lesson. Listen, as much as I've said it could work, I don't think Toei Tecmo is able to do it. I don't think they have the mindset to do it. It's a very simple concept. It's a very simple system to do. You can honestly, being realistic, you can actually take the Shadow of Mordor system. Have a Nemesis system. All these fucking people in this game. All these random officers you have in this game. You could have made the open world Nemesis system type thing.
Oh, yeah.
Now, in terms of your story, there are certain things obviously you cannot do because you want to make the story as quote accurate as possible. But honestly, the moment you went open world and kind of forgone the cutscenes really in that light, You could have just made it to where everything is happening, meaning the open. If you don't help if you don't help so and so in that territory, they will die. And if they die, the enemy gains that territory of that open world. Now, all these base camps are there, making it hard for you to get to certain areas and make the game. I ain't saying make the game like fucking extremely difficult. You can still have it be the totally Tecmo style, but make it slightly maybe more requirements. You have to defeat certain officers in point A, B, C, and D to fully take over this land, to progress to the main story. You lost this fucking territory, you had to progress. There's things you can have done that make this game, that make the open world actually mean something. Because you're in war. In war, you don't just go to the enemy castle and it's all over and said and done. You have to work your way there. And if you lose territory due to you being negligent, then that's what you have to do. You got to get these territories back in order to progress. They have to remain true. And if you go into enemy things, do what Samurai Warriors does. If you go into enemy territories in Samurai Warriors, most likely you may still win, but you're getting your ass whipped for a minute.
Oh yeah, they literally say, "Hey, you need to come back."
They double their health and double their attack. Dynasty Warriors, you do that shit, and Dynasty Warriors, it doesn't matter how weak or strong you are. In some cases it matters how weak you are, but it only matters for the officers, because the officer will be glowing all red and have electric around, and they'll almost kill you in 2 hits.
Yeah,
but Samurai Warriors.
They double the health and everything if you don't take the necessary precautions, and you'll have
and that's everybody, not just the officer.
Yeah, you have your whole squad going, bro. Get back over here! You're moving up too fast. Like, what are you doing? And I love it. That
in an open world setting would have been great, because it's truly now you're in war, meaning and if you lose. Of course you can respawn, game over, but you lose that territory. Now it makes it harder for you to get to the castle of whomever you need to get to, or the boat, or whatever. Make it harder, and have a nemesis system. All those fucking officers in that game, you could have easily had a nemesis system until you got into Xiao Xiao, or until you got to Liu Bei, or whomever the case may be. But what can I say, man? They're doing Empire's Final on them. 99.9%. There is a 1% botch. I buy it, and that's if I see more information outside of fucking character creator. Who gives a shit? Character creator's been an Empire game since the inception. Who cares?
Yeah. But that being said, it's time we, wrap this up. I'm trying to get back to our lives. Is there anything else you needed to say?
No.
Yeah, same here. So, guys, we will catch you on the next podcast next week, where we talk about the games.
Well, let me hit this one last plug, actually.
Yes.
One little plug. This is for the anime fans out there.
Yeah, go ahead.
January 13th, redo of Healer debuts Clowns with a TV broadcast version and a redo version.
Wait.
Now,
you said what debuts?
Redo of Healer.
Oh.
Now, there's 2 versions of this show. I will be watching both versions. I have to.
Of course.
There's a TV broadcast version, which will be absolutely fucking garbage. I mean, the show is already not that good, but absolutely garbage. Then it has something called the redo version. Now, because I want to send this to you personally. Yeah. I don't know where I should put this in the Discord so you can see it. It's explicit.
Just put that in the FYVML joint.
Okay. Now, I'm going to show you a couple scenes from the manga that, happens in Redo of a Healer. No, this is about a revenge fantasy. He gets basically abused because he's a healer, and healers in that world are practically, useless. Yeah. I'm just going to send you some pictures of some dialogue, some things that happen.
Yeah.
Because it needs to be understand why this will be shit on by most of the community, and rightfully so, by the way.
All right.
Oh, that's too much. Okay, we'll send them slightly. We'll just put this. And...
Yeah, you probably have to send it one at a time.
Okay.
But
2 pictures here. This is honestly all you need to see right here. Can you still hear me, Mr. Wildfan?
yes, sir. Which one did you put him in?
You can still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
The FYVMFL, whatever.
Yeah.
Whenever they decide to load.
Yep. The fuck you, Vince McMahon Football League. And a TXN. What the fuck?
That's in the manga, by the way.
Wow.
Now, the main character, like I say, he gets tortured, abused, sexually harassed by a male. So you should know how that went for him. Taken. He goes back in time, hits the name Redo, and he wants revenge. There's no good people in this show. Maybe one. There's no one likable, really. Maybe 1 or 2, maybe. None likable. He legitimately all words everyone in that show. Every woman, quote quote, that he needs revenge on, he practically all words them. You know the words.
Yeah.
And this is becoming an anime on television. Now, the first picture in question with the 2 females, sir, one of them is supposed to be a hero.
Yeah.
This is what is supposed to be in this show. Now, I have a question. We have a TV broadcast version. That's obviously not going to be in that.
Yep.
Are you telling me the redo version is going to be that stuff then?
Yeah, no.
Because if that's the redo version, I'm all in. Because that's how the show should be. It's just what it is. It's still going to be trash. That's how it should be. Either way, the plug is, folks, January 13th, when this show hits on television, Twitter, the AIC, the anime internet community, and then when they see the redo version of said show, will be in flames, and I will be the puppet master on Twitter, having everyone dance when I just say I don't care, because I've read the manga, and guess what? I've seen much worse.
And you said the name of it is what?
Redo of Healer. Or redo of the Healer, wherever, or the Japanese name Kaifuku no Hayashi or some shit like that. Or Yoshino, some shit like that. Either way, January 13th, clowns, Twitter, the anime community will be in flames, and I will be known as the puppet master of the anime community on set day, because I'm going to just stir everything up and have them dance.
Alright, hey, you.
If anyone watches it, probably not, but you know. Now we can. Had to throw that out there for the anime fans out there.
Alright, man. Next week we'll talk about the games of the year, shitty games of the year, disappointments, and the wrestling matches of the year, the pay-per-views of the year. Excluding NXT, because we can't do NXT. Now we're broken. Alright, catch you guys on the flippy.
Who counts the world around?